Niggas never coming home, man. Hey.
Seeing niggas killing ops in a real life. I done lost too many niggas, can't sleep right. I be up on the drugs, nigga,
All night.
Been a shooter, been a victim, been a street fight.
Hey.
Never glitched if we beef.
I won't think twice.
Lost a gun like my jewels.
On top ice.
Bullets feel skin, break bone.
That's right.
Got a Glock with a bang.
That's good sight.
AR with a scope.
Hit bullseye.
Got a drum with attached to the room, huh?
Y'all tuned in to P-Dose Radio. This is your boy last name Jones. Ain't no halfway crooks, they shook. Ain't no halfway crooks, they shook.
Ain't no halfway crooks, they shook. Ain't no halfway crooks, they shook. Ain't no halfway crooks, they shook. Ain't no halfway crooks, they shook. Ain't no halfway crooks, they shook. Ain't no halfway crooks, they shook. The machine, we are weird to a dream. Pussy not pretty fear when I play for no team. Make your skin when I curl like fish when I steam. Them a plot and a scheme. We are locked in a input.
Mass coming fierce, killers don't want no fear. That is just entertain. We not on no brain, just blocks. There's an ego, some ARs and things. No better can't play with the shutter. Man, listen. If y'all ain't gonna get that album yet, go on ellenjones.com and do yourself a favor and cop that album. You feel me? But it's your boy. Listen up. We got some good things for y'all today. Today's topic basically is, would Michael Jordan have 6 rings if he would have left the Chicago Bulls? And after that, we'll be talking about, would you date an ex-hooker? Whichever one we talk about first. You feel me? Also, in case y'all not been keeping up with it, the R. Kelly case took a weird left turn. I promise you, a weird left turn. He's what I'm saying. Like, I listen. Anyways, check this out. So they said, right? This is facts. This isn't like, this is what I read this morning. Court documents and shit. Reporters, they putting it out. R. Kelly apparently was grooming somebody, right? A young man. And the young man's name was Nephew, or that's what he called him, Nephew. And apparently he had Nephew would like go and punish the woman when they would do stuff that R. Kelly would be totally against, or whatever. That whole situation is crazy. Like, even one of the things they were saying, like the girl was like, he made her wipe feces, like record herself wiping feces on her face in like a sexual manner. And then he would beat her with a shoe because she was not into it like that. Now that's fucking nuts, my G. You feel me? Like, can you imagine that shit? Like, who gets turned on by that? Like, and I'm thinking in my head, damn, like, would R. Kelly like actually do that? And it's like, well, he did piss on somebody, so you know, wouldn't put it past him. Well, anyways, check this out. Shout outs to Pocket Doge. Yesterday was their 7th day live, so that would mean their 1-week birthday. You feel me? And the market cap is solid at $1 million, right? So and a big FU to the people that keep selling every time we do like a short-term gain back. Like, just hold your coins. Why would you sell? Like, the whole, listen, I bought more Doge, more P Doge, right, with my reflections. I had so much reflections that I bought more P Doge, right? I bought more Telcoin, okay? And I bought some more Cardano. Simple as that, because I had so much reflections, like $300 and something in reflections in a matter of friggin' 3.5 days. Like, let's be serious. You cannot beat that. You know what I'm saying? So think before you sell. You know what I'm saying? When you have Pocket Doge, right? Just for holding Pocket Doge, you get money, BNB, or whatever coin you pick that they have for you to select from, right? And you let that pack up, like, just let that pile up for a week. And when that pile up for about a week, turn around and look what coin you want to invest in. And instead of using your personal gains, right, what you then do is use the reflections. That's what you use. You know, you go on PancakeSwap, it's in your wallet, free money. You know what I'm saying? That's not money that you work for or whatever. It's there just for having P Doge. Like, every so often you will see it goes up a few dollars. That's just for holding a coin. So use your head. Like, don't sell the coin. You know what I'm saying? It's not like other coins where it's like you get reflections, but it's just off of that token only. So just a strategy for y'all to use, common sense strategy. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. This topic has been up and going for a while, right? And my thing is, like, LeBron James came out of high school, right? And went straight to the NBA. And when he came out and went to the NBA, you know, a lot of people put a lot of expectations on him. And I watched the majority of his career. And all I've seen this man do is rise to the expectation every single time. Every time he rises to the expectation. So with that being said and done, you know what I mean? Like, hang on. With that being said and done, you feel me? Like, let's recap certain things that this man has like accomplished. He left Cleveland, right? I'll give it to all the LeBron haters. Okay, he got dogged out in Cleveland. He left Cleveland, could not win in Cleveland, right? And he then went to Miami. On going to Miami, right? He ended up teaming up with Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and honestly, Pat Riley to me taught LeBron James how to win. So that was like his college. Then he turns around and go back to Cleveland. He wins a ring in Cleveland. I'm like, okay, shit, that's different. You never really see that, right? Then he turns around and goes to LA. Right, 1 second. He goes to LA. And when he goes to LA, guess what? He turns around and he wins in LA. Okay, cool. Now, a lot of people say the reason why he'll never beat Jordan is because Michael Jordan had 6 rings, no defeats in the championship. Now, here's the thing. Are we talking about, I'm not going to ask. I'm talking about capabilities, basically. Who's better? Capabilities. You know what I'm saying? And in my eyes, LeBron James is a lot better. This is the reason why. Michael Jordan in the 80s got swept. I'm not going to say swept, but he got knocked out the playoffs first and second rounds in the 80s. People, they act like the 80s did not exist. Michael Jordan, right, had Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman. Please don't act like these men are not Hall of Fame All-Stars. Okay. Like the best at what they did, the absolute best at what that's what they're known for. Okay. Scottie Pippen, one of the greatest wingmen to ever play the game. Right. Kobe Bryant had Shaquille O'Neal. Okay. Shaquille O'Neal, the most dominant big man in the game. Right. These people that were on the teams with them, people always say, oh, well, they all had all-stars. That's true. But the people that this man played with, they were not the absolute best at what they did, except for Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade is a whole different monster that LeBron played with. You know what I'm saying? But these people were not the absolute best, not legendary at what they did. And this man went to 3 different teams, right? Different time zones, and accomplished one of the things that a lot of people go into the NBA and never do, and that's win a championship. He did it over and over and over again. What's good, Coley? So with that being said and done, right, let's go to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, that team was just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And they did what they did. I'm not taking nothing from Michael Jordan. The man is Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Like, come on. So, boy, let's be honest. If Michael Jordan would have left and went to a team, let's say Cleveland Cavaliers caliber back then that LeBron went to when he went to Cleveland, would Michael Jordan have got a ring? Would Michael Jordan have gotten a ring if he would have stopped playing with Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen? If Michael Jordan would have went to the Washington Wizards, not after he retired, but let's say after the 3rd ring, would he have gotten a championship? If Michael Jordan would have went to the Spurs or any team in the NBA besides the Chicago Bulls, would he have gotten a championship if he were not with the players he were with? Back then, on top of that, I get people say like, yeah, there was a lot of competition too. Back then, they were physical, this and that. Let's just be honest. When Michael Jordan started winning, A lot of people that were dominating back then were on their way out the door. Am I lying? You know what I'm saying? So in comparison, when it comes to capabilities, to me, it's LeBron James. He's a better player. He's a better player all around. Rebounds, you know what I'm saying? Like scoring, assist, the whole nine. The man played every position on the court. Like, let's just be honest. Michael Jordan, he had to learn to win also. I hate the fact that people take that from LeBron James. LeBron James did not go to college. He went straight to the NBA from high school and started dominating. Maybe not right away dominating like championships, etc. But once he started doing that, it was a wrap. The man had a 17-year run and he's still going. A lot of people say, oh, well, he's at the end of the road. No. You got to give him some extra time because he got in so early. A lot of people forgot that. Like, he got in super early. He didn't have the miles of college on his legs. You know what I mean? Those miles went straight from high school to the NBA, and you started racking up the miles then. So a lot of people, when they put mileage on LeBron James, it's like they forget, hey, 17 years because he skipped over college completely. So, yeah. Let me go check this shit out real quick. But yeah, anyways, P-Doge, they have released a new game. You guys need to go ahead and check that shit out. I promise you that game is sick. I'm gonna go ahead and start playing that again once I log off here with y'all. And let me see here. Any news coming up? Happy birthday, Pocket Doge, by the way. 7 days old, still holding shit down. Hey man, listen, shout out Johnny Z, shout out Kelsey, P-Doge. You feel me? Shout out Jared, shout out the whole Pocket Doge family, really. Y'all got to go check that out, pocketdogetoken.com. Anyways, my next topic. Would you break up with somebody due to their past? Would you date someone that had a dark past, like if they were an escort, a stripper, or a gigolo, or anything in that nature where it's sex work? Would you break up with that person, or would you even date that person? Like, you're out to dinner with somebody, you've been dating them for like 2 months. It's time, like, you're thinking you might want to get serious with this person or whatever, etc. And the next thing you know, this person then comes out and they're telling you, like, listen, I have something to tell you. I used to strip, or I used to be an escort, or, you know, I used to be a hitman, or, well, hopefully not a hitman, but anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, what would you do at that point? You know, like, would it go through your head? Like, I don't know. For me, I couldn't do it. I won't even lie to you. I couldn't do it because in my head, it's like, okay, this person's supposed to be your wife. They're supposed to be pure in a certain sense. You know what I mean? Like, you're looking for a wife at this point. If you're thinking of going into a relationship, it's supposed to eventually get to that point, you know? It'll be in my head. Like, how many did she, you know what I mean? You got to put in the words. I don't really want to go that dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, like, if it's a woman, you gotta think, like, she might be like, well, God, how many women did he, you know what I mean? Like, it's gotta be some limits to that. But then again, here's the issue that I have why I am calling myself a hypocrite. Okay. Even though I don't, or I couldn't do it myself, in my head, I'm thinking it all depends on the situation and the person. So I'm contradicting myself with my explanation I'm about to give you. I feel like in life, people go through stages, right? And the stages that people go through in life, it's gonna take experience for real changes to come around. And I'm a person that can vouch for this and say, experience is one of those things that turn us to who we are today, right? And certain people, they have to go through certain things because their mission is different. That's the best way I could put it. Their mission is different. Certain people, they have to go through certain things. And when I say they have to go through certain things, what I'm saying is, like, everybody's path is different. Some people's path might seem easy to you, but to them, it's the most difficult thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? We tend to put our perceptions on other people's lives, and then we judge them based off the decisions that they made because we think in that situation we would have made whatever decision. So sometimes we never know what people are really going through, why they made the decisions that they made. I'd rather so then look at the person's choices they have made after they make a bad decision. Is that person still going down this path? Is that person still making these bad choices? You know what I mean? I would try to understand somebody per se. And not even if you're dating somebody, this could be friends. You know what I mean? Y'all like how I segued into this, right? I figured, yeah, give y'all some clickbait on that hooker shit. Y'all nasty. But listen, um, it could be friends, relative, anything. You know what I mean? Because my whole thing in life is you have to be careful of what you put around you in your aura. You see what I'm saying? So you have to ask yourself, is this person still making these choices? And if they are making these bad decisions still, why is this person doing that to begin with? I always try to understand the root of something because the root kind of explains patterns. And once you understand a pattern, you can either see if a pattern was broken or the pattern is just better hidden, you know? So that's one of the things that I say when it comes to a situation like that, when it comes to looking at people, you have to kind of accept them. You have to accept people for what and who they are right now. Because who somebody is 2 minutes ago, something could have happened in between that time to where they'll never be the same person again. So I accept life in a general, in itself, like as it is right now. Like you have to apply the same thing to people. You see, and you cannot put your expectations on people because again, their path is different. You know, so this person might say, well, I had to pay my bills and stuff. That's what I was stripping and I had to go to college. And you might be thinking, well, shit, I was in college and this and that and the third, and I didn't have to go through that. But that person is not telling you that their moms had diabetes or whatever. And then she also had to pay for the medication for that. Or she had a baby, and on top of having the baby might have sickle cell or be sick or something like that. So she had to be stripping and everything else to pay for that because she didn't want to sit there and be used by the men that would try to abuse her. You know what I'm saying? Because they would she know she need them or something, because some guys control you with money, you know. So that woman might have been beaten before by a guy or something like that because she was dependent and decided she'll never go back being dependent and did whatever it took to make sure that never happened. So you will never know somebody's dark story versus their story, because the dark story is usually the root story. That's the one that we hide. That's the one that we're ashamed of. You understand me? Because we all have a dark story, you know? So that's my thing. I'm sorry I clickbait y'all with the title, but it's kind of the same thing. So I'm really not false advertising to y'all. You will be like, honestly. But if you also listen to my music, it's a lot of stuff like with self-healing inside of it. So I want a lot of these videos to be like more self-healing and more positive stuff on that note. You feel me? You know, the thing is too, like with people, on top of judging people, I think people judge people by accident. A lot of times we judge people without realizing we're judging somebody. You feel me? And that sucks because it's some real cool ass people out here that get written off before they even understood. You know, we never try to figure somebody out, and that's a sad shit. You know, a lot of times the person next to you that's smiling is going through some really dark shit at that moment, and they have no way of telling nobody. But the only way to deal with it is smiling and keep on going. You feel me? That person haven't eaten in 2-3 days. They don't know where they're gonna sleep the next day. They've been sleeping from couch to couch, neck messed up, back messed up, smelling like wet leather. You feel me? You just sitting there listening to people roast this person behind their back the whole time. And they haven't even said shit about any of this. They come to work every day smiling, you know, smiling. And you complaining because, you know, your water heater got broken this morning, or you complain because you got a flat tire on your car, and this dude beside you just walk like 10 miles just to get to work, and he don't even show that pressure. Just to show you. That's the type of world we live in when it comes to paths and situation. Everybody's walking a path, and everybody's dealing with some bullshit on their path. Best believe that. Some people will look at billionaires who have money and they'll be like, oh, fuck them because they have no issues or whatever. And they're the reason for this and that. Okay, I give you that. They're the reason for a lot of fuck shit that goes on. You feel me? But you think these people don't have shit they have to deal with too? You think these billionaires don't have issues that come up every day that they just feel like, man, fuck this? You feel me? Like everybody deals with something. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the best thing for you to do is to find understanding in life. Because when you find understanding in life, you become less aggressive in nature. You feel me? You become less angry. You become less aggressive and less angry. And that's what happens when you find understanding in life. And once you do that, you can then find understanding in people, the people that surround you, versus judging them right away. Ask more questions and listen. You feel me? Try to understand. And when you communicate with people, you know what I'm saying? Like when you communicate with people, it's like, I get it. Communication is key, right? Totally get that. Communication is key. But communication without understanding is bullshit. It's nothing. You're talking to a wall. Yeah, we're communicating, but there's no understanding here. So why are we even communicating? It's baseless. So it's really understanding is everything. Life boils down to understanding. That bullshit about communication is key. That's not true. It's understanding. We need understanding, because if you have understanding, right, you sometimes don't even have to communicate verbally. That's the truth. If you have understanding, sometimes you don't got to communicate verbally. Why? I don't need to communicate with you because we have an understanding of the situation already. A simple nod will let you know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. You understand your spouse and certain things about it, y'all gonna get in less arguments. You know, it's just understanding is the key. That's like a universal key, understanding. You feel me? If aliens came right now, we can't really communicate through language, but we need an understanding of why they're here. You feel me? Like, and that's just that, you know, it boils down to understanding at the end of the day. So that's your challenge this week. You feel me? Try to understand your peers and the people around you better. Understand more about them. Learn about the people around you. What makes them tick? What makes them smile? And then you also have the option, you know, in life also between dark and light. So once you get the understanding for these people that are your peers, you know, you either shed darkness or you shed light in their life. I suggest you put light in their life because karma is very real. You know what I'm saying? So that's really all I wanted to fuck with y'all about today. And also pissing people off about the whole Michael Jordan thing. I know a lot of people say, man, I'm changing this bullshit. This nigga don't know what he talking about. The moment I started talking about that, I don't give a fuck. I said what I said and I meant what I said. That's that. You feel me? But anyways, this is your boy last name Jones. And I'm about to tune out. Go enjoy the rest of my day. Y'all should go and enjoy the rest of your day. If you've not done it yet, go get yourself some Pocket Doge. I explained it to y'all already why this is vital, right? Pocket Doge is a strategic coin that you should have in your wallet. Call it a strategy, right? And the strategy basically is you have this token and it sits in your wallet. And as it sits in your wallet, these reflections in BNB is free money. You take that BNB and then you invest that into a different token or even Pocket Doge, more P Doge, you know what I'm saying, and completely free. You're not spending any of your personal money or anything such as, you know what I mean? I told y'all the other day, I had over 300 and something dollars in reflections in a matter of 3.5 days. And I showed y'all this on camera. You know what I'm saying? And show that to y'all. And yeah, I end up buying more P Doge, more Cardano. You feel me? And look at that. Cardano just damn near hit $3. So I won on top of that. You feel me? And when Pocket Doge is not even listed yet on like certain platforms yet. So when that happens, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something for y'all to think about. All right. Anyways, I'm out of here, man. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the day. Y'all be safe. Remember, mask up because shit is crazy. I just got off that COVID shit. And again, happy belated birthday to P Doge and the P Doge family, holding it down now for going on 8 days and $1 million market cap. That is still